We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got it set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Florida State! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck, trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this baseball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brings into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Wants to throw on first down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to a strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down.
Oh, he's got some space.
He's a bad man to shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Wiley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him when he tackled that receiver on the screen.
A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dome. Breaks the tackle. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Wiley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Big off! What a play by this defense! Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Baker. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll leave it with him. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Give him 96 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Keeps looking downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Noles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Baker. Back's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. It'll be a draw. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Looking downfield on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. There he goes. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt is in the air. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the back. Trying to get the corner. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking for space. It's Watson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Give him 114 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll give it to the back. He's going to be stopped a yard or two short of the 20. It'll bring up fourth down and decision time. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wiley. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Sends it back in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Takes the easy one to the back. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Meadows. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Baker. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Georgia. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much. Hoped when he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, running back on the move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Powell. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback keeper.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think these draw plays are a little bit more predictable when it's 3rd and more manageable as opposed to 3rd and long. You could tell defense did a great job understanding the situation, rushing the quarterback, but knowing that run could be an option, and they shut it down.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got enough for the first. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Briggs. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Pulls it in. It's Watson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. Big play for this offense as they get into the 32. You win a game like this against a higher-ranked team in the top 10 behind this rushing attack, and you will have opened some eyes after this game.
Yeah, early in the season, being able to open some eyes and say, listen, we're legit, we're for real, we're physical. You better bring your lunchbox when you play us. This is a great start to the season.
It's going to give them a lot of confidence too, David, because you look at this team's schedule down the road, they're going to need to be able to run the ball. They're going to have to be physical if they want to keep winning, and they want that number beside their name to keep getting smaller and smaller.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. A little release to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Georgia going up tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Working that left side now. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, yeah, you love to see that from your quarterback. You had to have it. This is a close football game, late in the game. He understands the situation, takes off, scrambles, makes sure he gets the first down, and we still got some more excitement to come.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
after that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Steps away. Fires to the middle. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports Cup.